What's up? What's up? Long time no see. Real Estate Keys. We're back again. I am John Johnson, Exit Platinum Realty, and I got my partner in crime here. Who are you?
Just, the Samseketha Cooper, real estate broker extraordinaire, serial investor, landlord, community advocate, good neighbor, if you will, real estate broker for, a couple of years. And I represent Weichert. Warren, I'm here and I'm so happy to be back with John Johnson. It's been a few ticks, so we're overdue.
Yeah, it's been a few ticks, and full disclosure, there's a lot behind all those hats that Sam Sakitha just laid out for y'all. So I invite y'all to kind of fact check and look under those hats, because there's a lot under those hats. But we are here. Yes, we are here today because we haven't been here in a while. And we have some information we need to share with you guys. And we also need to remind you of why we're even here. And, there's a lot going on in the world today, right? We have potentially two wars going on in two different countries right now. A lot of casualties, and thoughts and prayers go out to the innocent that have to endure all of that. And along with that, we're sitting here in America, right, looking at all this. And right now, our economy is kind of okay. But when it comes to real estate, right, we have interest rates in the mid sevens. They used to be 2.5, 3 during COVID, right? We have inventory that's still kind of not where we want it to be, right? But we have buyers out there that are just confused, like, why are the interest rates so high? And maybe I shouldn't buy now. And we have sellers out there saying, well, I could still get a whole bunch of money for my home because there's low inventory. Well, there's a lot of truth to that, and there's a lot of false to that, right? So we need to talk about the importance of a real estate professional to kind of help you navigate through all the rigmarole that I just spoke about and get you to where you need to be. And that's either into a rental and into a home, or out of your rental and into a home, or stay in your home and build a portfolio and become a serial investor like someone I know that's on this.
You like that, don't you?
I
Serial
love
investor.
I love it. There's so much under that hat alone, but I won't go there. So why don't we take some time and talk about the benefits of hiring a real estate professional? Samseketha, what do you think?
So on this 13th day, okay, that's Friday the 13th,
Mm-hmm.
I thought it would be a little poignant to capture 13 reasons why. And let me be clear, 13 is a snippet of why you should hire a real estate professional. And I do not use the term professional loosely. Okay. So I need you to first understand that. As John mentioned, there is a lot going on in the world. And we are actually charged to take care of you, meaning the consumer. That is one of our rules. And we're going to go through just a few of the hundreds of reasons why you should hire a real estate professional. And I can tell you that one of the reasons is because we have extensive knowledge. We have knowledge that you won't. I don't care how much you Google and talk to your neighbor next door, or I heard, or social media said. We do this for real. And our expertise is what you are hiring us for. And to add to that, it's not just us. There are professional networks that we are associated with that give us additional tools that you won't have access to, no matter how much you keep asking for a foreclosure list. They don't exist.
Mm,
And that's been going on for years.
mm.
People still ask me, do you have a foreclosure list? That's not a real thing. People used to pay money, just like how people pay to fix their credit.
Mm.
And those are tools that you can actually research and do on your own. Foreclosure is the same way. It's
Mm.
public information. But again, you would know that unless you hired one of us to give you certain information regarding foreclosures, investments, purchasing a home. Uh, I need you to understand that when we're out here and we're walking beside you, we are taking you with us on your journey to better yourself. And in that, there are so many nuances that you don't see that almost like there used to be a commercial, and I'm not going to get it correct, but he used to say, no, 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 not on my watch. And it's the basketball player. I can't think of what his name is, but it's going to come to me later on. The reason why I say that is there are so many obstacles that you don't even see that we handle. Speaking with the attorney, speaking with the sellers, speaking with landlords, speaking with inspectors, speaking with appraisers, speaking with the neighbors who coming over being busybodies. There's so many things that we block that you don't see. And I'm thinking that we probably need to let you know more of the things that we do so that you can have value in the thought of why you do need us representing you. And that's what it is. We are your representative, but we are also representing you. And we are charged with taking care. We have, as the code of ethics says, a fiduciary responsibility to taking care and making sure that we do and that others don't do you harm. That's what we are actually charged with. And unless you know that, I think that you would be better off if we start providing and telling and maybe drilling it a little bit more of all of the things that we do. One, to win your business, but to also make sure that you're satisfied at the conclusion of the transaction, because we can get you there. As in, if you stick with us, and that means being loyal. Just like we're being loyal to you, you need to be loyal to us. And what do you have to add to that, John?
Well, I think we just need to start out with the list, right?
Let's do
Because
this.
we know what to look for. So let that be number one.
Okay.
Real estate professionals such as myself and Sam, right? We know what to look for. Even when you tell us what you're looking for, that's really not what you're looking for. Because a real estate professional will actually listen to what you want and then will transform it into what you really need
Mhm.
and what you can probably do without. And of course, you as a client of ours, you'll have your deal breakers, things that you absolutely must have, and which is fine, but you don't necessarily know what you're looking for 100% of the time.
No.
Because we're out there, we're in the market, we know it's available, we know what amenities are in these homes, we know what neighborhoods can offer you. Just because you want, the 3 acres, the 4 bedrooms, the 3 bathrooms, and you want to be in a great community, in a great neighborhood, you may want those things, but it's going to take you 3 hours to get to work because a home with all of those wants on your checklist within your price range is 3 hours away. That's not what you really want.
In another state.
Right, right. Oh, God, don't even go there. Yeah, in another state. Like all that, oh, that's in North Carolina.
Right. All day.
Right. Oh, you want to stay in North Jersey. Oh, okay, okay.
Misunderstood.
So allow us to help you find what you are looking for.
And this is no shade, I promise you, to newer real estate professionals. But experience absolutely matters. We're in a market that even we have never been in. John and I have conquered '08.
Hmm.
And if you're following real estate in any kind of level, you know that bankrupt many of folks. Okay. Some of your friends, they're not going to tell you. They're making a little change or whatever, but it bankrupt a lot of people. And because of that, certain guidelines were put in place for loan officers, mortgage companies, etc. And for those of you who keep wanting to wait, look what it got you. We at 7% now. You've been priced out, some of you who were right there. So, for those of you who didn't listen to your real estate professionals, that'd be us, and are still renting, I need some of you to maybe start thinking about leaping out on faith and taking a chance. You know, you've been stagnant sometimes, and this is all you know. But I think about, I was watching, there's a show called The Shy, and we might have talked about this last time, where the young man said they were in a group setting and his father was in the setting, and it was just young men and, you know, elders talking about, you know, how to be a man. And the one man said that there was so much pressure on him to be a man, but he didn't have a role model for that position for him to be a man. And his father was sitting in the room. Now, I say that in conjunction with us. You have us. We are your role models. We are here to show you, hey, this is what it looks like to purchase a home. We are actually homeowners multiple times. Not to get into all of it, but I'm simply saying we
Some
are,
more serial than others. Go ahead.
just saying, we are living what we are teaching and preaching. We are the example. And that's what you want. You want to work with someone who is living the dream, as you may say. I have the white fence. Now, that's a society thing. You know, the two kids, you know, one and a half dogs in a fence kind of thing. No, that's their dream. That's not my dream. My dream is to teach and educate those who need my services, John's services, those who want to better their life. And if you have children, of course, you want to leave them with something. You want to educate and teach them. You want to start building their credit. You want to open up a bank account. You want to add them to a bank account. You want to add them to your car insurance so that they can start building their reputation and their credit reports. That's what this is about. Connecting with a real estate professional who actually cares about you and your growth. And I need to point this out, and this is no shade to people who charge, because we've been giving this for free. Those prices may start to change a little bit because we are giving you all of the tools and resources you need to be successful. By simply saying, hire one of us, hire someone that looks like us or someone that you're comfortable with. Because as he said, we do have the knowledge. If I'm talking about, you know, some of our skill sets, we have negotiation skills because we're talking to several people all day long. That's one of the things that we do when you're going to sell your home. When you've decided that this is the time to sell your home, we're going to say to you, well, the city may come in because you're going to have inspections. We're able to say to you, oh, wait a minute, you don't have a GFI? Do you even know? And I'm using acronyms. I always tell people, be easy with the acronyms because not everybody knows the alphabet. So for those who don't know, and for the inspectors or appraisers or other real estate professionals who will go, well, it's actually GFCI. I'm going to let John tell you what that is because there's one right behind me, actually.
So, first of all, Sam is giving you knowledge, right? So, we have a lot of professional knowledge, extensive market knowledge. We also have a lot of advice to share, right? So we're kind of like your guidance counselors. You know, when you're going to school, you had the guidance counselor, and the guidance counselor kind of told you what you need to do with your life. Some guidance counselors were very, very blunt with you and said, you're not going to make anything of yourself, right? But we're here to kind of guide you through the process, okay? And when you're out here watching the YouTubes of the world, watching HGTV, you get some idea of the market in real estate, but you truly have no idea. And that's the importance of hiring an agent that has extensive knowledge and experience in the industry, in your market, in your neighborhood, and with you as a buyer or a seller or renter or landlord. Okay. Let's be clear. Sam and I have decades of experience under our belt.
And we still cute.
Okay. See, you're crazy. In addition to that, let me also be clear. Some agents don't know how to work with a renter. Some agents don't know how to work with landlords. Some agents don't know how to work with investors. Some agents may have never listed a home for a seller. Okay. So you have to vet your agent. You have to interview your agent to see what kind of experience do they have to leverage whatever you're trying to achieve in regards to your real estate goals and needs. Okay. Now, GFI, right, is a ground fault interference device, GFI, right? That basically prevents your toaster oven that's plugged into the wall from burning down your home, right? That GFI, so to speak, is a mechanism that's built into your electrical outlet that monitors electrical current that's being sent to an appliance, such as your toaster oven on top of your counter, or that portable heater that you have plugged into your wall when it gets cold. Should something go wrong with any of those appliances, right, and the electrical current increases to the point where that appliance may either explode or cause some harm to your home, that GFI or electrical device that's built to that electrical socket will automatically shut off the power to that device and could potentially shut off power to other areas of your home to prevent any electrical fires from happening, which could ultimately cause a major fire in your home.
Okay.
Very simple. So if you wonder why, if any of you have had the opportunity to go down the route of buying a home and you've had the opportunity to go through a home inspection or a city inspection, right? And you wonder why are they going so crazy over these electrical outlets? Why are they plugging this thing into each outlet and talking about whether it's grounded or not? And why they keep tripping this thing and pressing buttons? This is why, because they want to make sure your house is safe and they have these devices installed in places that they need to be installed to protect you. Okay. And for those of you that are watching, chances are when you walk into your bathroom and if you have an electrical socket near your sink or tub, you will see exactly what Sam is showing you on the screen. Something that looks similar to that. Okay. The red button allows you to reset the device in the event it trips. And the black button is so you can test it to make sure it actually works. All right. It's just a little gem, just a little lesson for you guys. But this is what we do. We do this on a daily basis and we, educate our clients on everything throughout their home. Everything.
I'll give you an example. I got a referral yesterday and the person said to me that she's a tenant and they are credit worthy. They work, she's a nurse. I think her husband works for New Jersey Transit. And she said to me that her landlord was thinking of selling the home and sent her a letter saying that he was not going to renew her lease and that the prospective buyers don't want them as a tenant. So I said, well, what do you mean prospective buyers? What are you talking about? And she's like, yeah, well, he's thinking about selling the home. So of course, I'm like, well, did he give you the 60-day notice that is required prior to him even putting the home on the market? because there's a 60-day notice. It's different. He doesn't live there. There's a whole nuance that protects the tenants in a property. And just because somebody wants to sell it and they believe they own the home and they have their own rights, you don't. So she was floored. So of course I asked her the address. House been listed since September 14th and it's currently under contract. And a real estate professional, non-professional, will say, rolled up at her house on a Sunday at 7 p.m. with the buyers to show the home for the first time with no knowledge to her at all. You know, it couldn't be me. You know, I'm staying out of it. I promise you I'm staying out of it. And of course, you know, I know who the agent is. I'm leaving it alone. It's not what this is about. So those are the types of things that when I say, and when we say, vet who you work with, I would never take on a certain responsibility because everybody deserves a minimum level of respect. And there are times that we have to step away to protect you. There are times when we will say to you, and we have to be careful about how we say things to protect you, because our first goal is to do you no harm. And I don't think enough of society understands that as our role. It's not to see you at the closing table. We are so much more than that, or door openers. We're extensively trained. That's one of the 13 that we're going through. And we've gone through several of them so far. We're not numbering them, but just know we're extensively trained, not only in the real estate business, but in communication, but in negotiation. And we do speak to several people on your behalf. This isn't a journey that you should walk alone. You absolutely, and I always tell people I have nice hands and I don't mind holding yours, because that's what we are. We're here to support you. You know, we turn into psychiatrists during some of these transactions.
That part.
Okay. Someone did a Facebook post about me the other day where, you know, she said, you know, you talk to me, you talk to my husband. Yeah, they were both calling me at the same time. He yelling, she's screaming. Then now he's crying. Literally at the closing table. What are we doing here? So I have to sign here. We've been working for 6 months. Yes, this is where you sign now. We finally got you here. You need to be able to communicate. And I say this because I know I just did a seminar recently. And one of the big takeaways I think that people had was, you know, wow, you know, she spoke to me. You know, I didn't feel like I was on guard or that she was judging me. Why would I? Why would we? We truly, sincerely have a warmth of appreciation by even just us doing this for you, these podcasts. This brings us joy. I'm not sure if you caught that. We have true, pure integrity and a love of real estate and the growth and the benefits that it provides that we want to be able to share with you so that you can, you know, hopefully it's contagious. So anything that we say here, we stand by. We're living it. You can Google us. It's
Please
all
do.
public information. Like you might want to, right? You might want to. I can tell you that we also have off-market properties. Everything's not always in the system that you're looking at. I have a listing right now in Scotch Plains. I've had it for 2 months now. It's not in the system yet because we're still preparing it. Okay? But you say there's nothing out there. Yeah, it is. You just need to connect with somebody and, you know, stay close.
You know, you talk about, and so you touch on a lot of different points, right? From our list, right? Extensively trained. Let me throw this out there. Let me give you guys an example. If any of you have a real estate agent and you know you're out here, you're looking for homes and you're submitting offers on homes or what have you, the real estate agent hands you over the 14-page contract of sale. It just tells you initial here, initial here, initial here, and sign here. We'll see if it gets accepted. And then the attorney can go over the contract with you. You need to call one of us because by being extensively trained, Samseketha and I ensure that we review that contract with you line by line, paragraph by paragraph, page by page before you initial and sign anything. And then we take the time to ask you if you have any questions or concerns. If you're just signing and initialing because emotionally you've gotten yourself attached and very happy that you're about to buy a home, you're doing yourself a disservice, and your agent that's representing you is also doing you a disservice. Okay. And with us explaining to you what you're signing, why you're signing it, and what it means, you're saving yourself a lot of time, money, and energy, which is another thing on our list. We can save you a lot of time, money, energy, and most importantly, stress.
That part. As you talk about the contract, I literally have a home inspection with an agent tomorrow on one of my listings. Fine. And she's a sweetheart. This agent, I haven't met her. I actually showed the client the home for her. She's maybe North Bergen. I'm local. I said, you know what? We were almost done with the highest and best process. They wanted to see it. I said, not a problem. We hadn't made a decision yet. I'll pop them in. Of course, they're the ones that ended up winning the contract, right? She called me yesterday and she said, we've got it scheduled for tomorrow, meaning Saturday. And they're going to go with the home inspector. And I told them, this is what she said to me. I told them that they didn't need to do an oil tank sweep. And I said to her, I said, that is up to them. However, their attorney and more than likely their mortgage lender is going to request the results of an oil tank sweep. And that is to protect them from in the future when they go to sell the home, to ensure that an underground storage tank does not exist. We call it UST. That's the short term for it, but it's an oil tank, which a lot of homes have, and there's nothing wrong with that. I own homes with oil tanks. You do a test, you make sure that the soil is good, and hopefully you don't have to do remediation, because I've had that too. However, that is how we heated homes, and that is how homes are heated today. My neighbor across the street, a couple of them actually, they have oil tanks, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, this real estate professional did not understand the importance of, one, not telling her client to do something. She basically gave her opinion when it wasn't hers to give in this regard, something as serious as an underground storage tank. And that's something that the attorneys handle. But I did not say that to her in a way to make her feel as if she had done anything wrong. I simply gave a comment about, hey, let the attorneys, talk to them about it. And I gave her the number to an oil tank sweep person. It's $200. Oh, well, that's what I pay. I don't know what else, what the going rate is, but things like that are what we do on a regular basis. We also work with other real estate professionals to attempt to make the deals work smoothly, because as we said before, not everybody has the experience that we possess. And that is important because we're here to protect you in the future. We want you to be happy. It's not just about, okay, we closed and we're done. That's not how this works. And knowing that you have us with you on this journey it's important. You're not going to speak to the attorney every day. You're not going to speak to the home inspector every day. You're not going to speak to the city. You're going to be speaking with us. So speaking with us and talking to us and, picking our brain, not at 11 p.m. because nothing's going on at 11 p.m. I can't do anything at 11 p.m. But, normal business hours, all of that matters. If you have a question, ask it. Don't assume. Don't think that because you're approved for this property that you can go and run amok with your credit. I'm going to leave us on that.
Yeah. And you know what, Sam? I think we need to come back
We will.
because our list is pretty long.
It
And,
is.
and I think we need to give our audience some time to digest that in itself
Okay.
because we are your first resource. We are your connector, right? And it's not a journey for you to walk by yourself and try to lead us in your journey. Allow us to lead you in the journey and guide you. Sam,
That's
close us out, man. Close us out because we got to come back.
okay. So we gave you a little snippet of what we do. Snippet. Okay. There are hundreds of things behind the scenes. However, the main point of this post, video, community service announcement, if you will, is that there are people out here like us who want you to win. And we are not even in the same brokerage.
Mm-hmm.
We're miles apart. We don't even live in the same towns. But we have come here today, as we always do, to give you support and guidance and to try to lift you up and give you the push that you need to make some changes and growth in your own households. So allow us to be that for you. We will be back soon. We have so much more to give. And if either of us can be of assistance in just a conversation, as they are free, please reach out to us. I hope that you have an amazing day on purpose and that you're living with intent. And that's all for me.
Well, Sam, how do they reach you?
You can call me, area code 908 616 5016. And in case you didn't see it, that is my Instagram. Yes, that is also my webpage. I'm also on Facebook. You can also Google me. That's really real too.
I can be reached at 908-338-0639. My hashtag is Johnson Signature Group. Or you can just Google John Johnson, New Jersey Realtor. Have at it. We hope to see you guys next time.
That's it.
See ya.
So silly.